Hey, football fans, every team needs a monster. Let's talk about one you can put in the center of your defensive line in three, two, one. Gather around, Skull brothers and sisters. This is Skull World, brought to you by Minnesota Sports Talk. I'm your host, Dave. You can follow me on Twitter, TikTok, and Facebook at Skull World. Make sure you hit subscribe, like, and leave a comment below. That way I can Hulk smash the YouTube algorithms. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's skull. I'm bringing you prospects. I'm going to bring you prospect after prospect after prospect until you can't get enough of them. I love the draft. I'm sitting in my dorm room in 1991 on my little 19-inch Zenith television. I cannot leave the sight of the TV as I watch the names scroll across the bottom. And that's what I'm about here in the off season is, hey, I want to bring you draft content. I'll probably have a draft day special. So stick around for that. Me and GG Sports, we have a show on Wednesday nights. Make sure you hit that. All right, guys, make sure you hit subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Tell me what you think of this prospect. I want to know, man. That also helps my channel. So subscribe, like, and leave a comment. I am talking about, let me bring him up. I am talking about Keeanu Benton, defensive or nose tackle for the Wisconsin Badgers. I did a go for it center as my first one. I'm going Wisconsin, Keeanu Benton, nose tackle. Now, I've seen a top 100 prospect list that did not have him on it. And then I've seen him like in the 70, 80 range in prospects. And then also more recently, I seen him in the 50s. Now, I've had him and people mentioned day one, day two. Guy, I was hoping for day three since we don't have a second round pick. But there's a lot to like about Keanu Benton, man. Let's talk about some of his measurables here. He has height 6'4", weight. His weight is 312 pounds. He's a senior. Arm length, we got 33 and 3/4. Wingspan, 81 and 3/4. Hand size, 9 and 7/8. All fairly good, man. All fairly good. He measures out, man, especially against centers. He's going against defensive tackle as a nose tackle against offensive centers. Dude has an advantage on them with those measurements. I'm liking him, man. I'm liking him a lot. Now, I got some write-ups about him. There was an article. I'm just going to read you a quote coming out of the Senior Bowl. Benton flashed multiple times throughout the second day of practice, showing power on a 6'4", 312-pound frame. He has a stout, stocky build, but showed the first step quickness and agility to handle playing in the three technique role. Benton can consistently rush from the inside and win 4.5 sacks and 18 pressures in 2022. And we saw a really nice spin move in practice. Man, there's a lot to be said about this guy, man. There's a lot to be said. He has physical tools of it, and he gets up the middle. And I'm going to talk Vikings here. We lacked a presence in the center of that defensive line. We had no inside rush. If you had an inside rush, think about Zadarius Smith and Daniil Hunter coming from the outside, meeting at the quarterback. That's what we hoped for. We did not get that as much as we had hoped for. And a lot of times the mobile quarterbacks will just step up into the pocket and be on their merry way. But if you throw a Keeanu Benton in that center of that defense, heck, you got a guy that can get after the quarterback. He's got moves. He's strong. And I'm going to show you a video coming up here. But let's talk about his draft stock, man. Let's talk about his draft profile. Keeanu Benton from Craig High School is rated a 3-star recruit by ESPN and handed a 3-star grade by 247 Sports after high school. Benton joined Wisconsin. In 2019, as a freshman, Benton saw action in 13 games and played a total of 245 snaps for the Badgers. He recorded 10 tackles, 4 assists, while adding 8 stops as a pass rusher. He added 14 total pressures, which included 8 QB hurries, 4 QB hits, and 2 sacks on the season. As a sophomore for the Badgers in 2020, Benton played in 7 games and took part in 173 snaps for the Badgers. He recorded only 6 tackles, 4 assists, and while adding 6 stops as a pass rusher, he chalked up 5 total pressures and 3 QB hurries, 2 QB hits, and no sacks during the year. In 2021, now keep in mind that was a COVID year. In 2021, as a junior, Benton played in 13 games and contributed on 472 snaps. He recorded 17 tackles, 10 assists, while making 16 stops. As a pass rusher, he produced 21 total pressures, which included 12 QB hurries, 7 QB hits, and 2 sacks on the year. It's not bad, man. Come from D tackle. In 2022, as a senior, Benton logged playing time in 12 games and logged a total of 427 snaps for the Badgers. He also added 25 tackles, 7 assists, 27 stops as a pass rusher. He tallied 28 total pressures, which included 11 QB hurries, 11 QB hits, and a decent 6 sacks on the season. I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to mix it up. I'm going to go with a video, and then we're going to talk about his strengths and his weaknesses. All right, let's do that. Let me add this to the stream. Let me start it over. Pause it. All right, I'm going to give you some full screen action here. Now, in this video, there's no sound. There is, and there's some replays and rewinding going on. I'll make some commentary here, but you'll see. Look for number 95. He's in the center of the screen all the time. And let's just sit back and enjoy. All right, 95 just eats up that play, destroys the running back, just collapses the pocket. This is him coming around see him stunning around the corner, causes a hurry, smokes the quarterback. And they show it again here. This is him. It's him. It's a big man moving right there. That's a big man moving. That's him just destroying the center, getting after it. Quarterback barely escapes him. He slips. He got tripped up by 61 there, and he pitches it out. Does a Mahomes move. This is him destroying the offensive line. Here's another one. Watch him just get by the center. Makes the running back completely miss. They showed again here. Just gets after. He's that quick that the running back didn't have time for him. 95, double teamed right here. Fights it off. Makes a tackle. Not for loss, but close. This is him getting after the quarterback. Pretty simple. This is him playing in the gap between the center and left guard. Look at them fight. Let him push that would-be blocker out and then makes the play. Makes a running back cut. Oh, he just destroys him. He misses the tackle here, but he destroyed that play. Between the center and right guard. He just fights off the right guard. He misses the play, but he blew up that play. Oh, this was a stunt, and he got held, and he still made it, man. He blew up 2 guys. There, he did that. Moving the pocket here. Watch 95 in the middle. Double team, fights through it, makes the running back have to make a move. Beat the double team on that. Here he is, lined up at center. At nose tackle in the center. Fights out 2 guys. You don't get to see the play. But hey, That's what you got to see, man. That's what you got to see. Him just destroying the center, just getting after the quarterback, collapsing that pocket, making moves, beating double teams. I like this guy. Scouting report strengths, plays with leverage at the point of attack, whether inside or outside, keeps eyes in the backfield when inside moves linemen to each side of the strong hands. Very true. All of that. Benton has pure power, which is emphasized by a good pad level. Benton can stand up at the point of attack, handle double teams, proved it. And Benton also has the ability to drive blockers back in the pocket with the bull rush. I agree with all of it, man. Delivers a strong punch and uses his hands to shed blocks. Agree. Make plays in the hole and outside the box. Uses lower body strength to anchor. Delivers a strong punch and uses the hands to shed blocks to make plays in the hole and outside the box. Uses lower body strength to anchor inside. Provides some secondary interior pass rush, getting most penetration when playing 3 technique. He's long but has powerful lower body and plays with impressive leverage considering his tall frame. I like him, man. I like him. Another man crush. Scouting report weaknesses. Bent and not many. There's not many here. This, by the way, this is provided by. Check him out. nfldraftbuzz.com. Benton doesn't have a lot of suddenness to his game, and Benton won't wreck plays on a regular basis. He was wrecking them in this highlight reel. He's squat and short. He's squat and short, and will have tough time warding off blockers as a pass rusher. I don't know what they're looking at. He's short. He's 6'4". Plays too high at times and gets carried downfield or put to the ground by better linemen when losing leverage battle. So this is where they're contradicting. He's got good pad level. Oh, but here he loses leverage battles. I don't get it. So more pluses than minuses. They had to really reach in those last 3 weaknesses, and there's only 3 of them. Now, Keanu's Benton percentile versus other nose tackles. So if you go look, he is probably, he's above average in height, wingspan, arm, pretty average in weight and hand size. 40-yard dash is undetermined right now. I don't have one on him, but hey, maybe we'll do a recap of when I start picking out guys that I like. I think he's gonna make it, and guys I like right before the draft that I'll know his 40 times by then is his other, his bench press, things like that. But Keeanu Benton, love him. Vikings need to be looking at him, man. They need to be looking at him in that second round. This is one of those candidates that is going to be moving up the charts, man. He's going to be moving up. He's going to be moving into the early second round. If not late first, I doubt it. That's a reach, I think. I think he's a second round talent. I think the Vikings are really big candidates to trade down because we lack draft capital. So we're going to try to accumulate draft capital, which means our first pick may be late first, even later than we are at 23, or early second. And I don't see, I see the possibility of Keanu Benton moving up when he hits the combine and we start showing his strength and if he has agility and he shows it and puts in a 40 time that's sub 5 if possible at nose tackle. I think a lot of teams will start looking at him, man. That's it for today, man. That's Keeanu Benton, nose tackle, Wisconsin Badgers, Skull Vikes. Let's go get someone like this. Cue the music.